Hey, we got the rights to this. Shout out to my boy. It's a banger. Politicking podcast. Jay Anthony on the track. Tap in. Yes, sir. Hey, that's my boy Jay Anthony. Uh, that's my partner for real. He been kicking up heat for a minute. But anyway, yeah, dig. What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Big Amp Dog with another episode of Politicking Live. Uh, and make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, "What's the deal?" But yeah, we live. It's inauguration night. Uh, how y'all feel? Y'all happy? Is it a new day in America? I've been seeing a lot of people saying that. Do you feel like your money gonna get better? Your money gonna get right? Are you investing? And what you doing? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the phone lines is open. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune in. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Tune in. We got a couple people that's about to call in. That's gonna, be on some real. I guess you could say elevating. Elevating energies. You know, we should have somebody calling in to be able to speak about the different things that you could do to invest your money, make your money, stack your money, uh, shit like that. Have a little money train going down your arm. You feel me? So y'all make sure y'all live, y'all in. We turning up. Yeah, it's the middle of the week, hump day. But at the end of the day, it's inauguration day. But tune in, tell a friend, tell a friend. We about to start going live. Phone lines cracking already. Here we go. Caller, caller, you on the line? What's your name? Where you from? Oh, caller line drop. All right. So we shouldn't have that type of issue tonight, but yeah, call back in, let us know. We are here. But yeah, I got a few things I want to talk about tonight outside of the inauguration. Of course we got our things that we want to talk about the presidential transfer of power, um, how one person was acting like a little bit, and then how we gonna get into it. Y'all call in with y'all thoughts, how y'all feel. I seen a crazy wild video earlier on Instagram. It was this crazy Karen. She was crying like you would have thought her life was over because like the transfer of power was happening. So um, yeah, we gonna talk about all that. But I do want to run down a bunch of shit that I wanted to say, but I just didn't get on to saying. You know what I'm saying? So uh, yeah, I do want to tap in on certain things. Like I know I'm late on certain things, but this is when it come to me, or as far as like me, like really getting on social media and then just surfing. You feel me? But we gonna talk about Meat Mill. We gonna talk about the bunny hop. With the billionaires and shit. Would you do it? Niggas was mad at Wayne for posting the picture with Trump. You know what I'm saying? And then when he get pardoned, everybody respect Trump and respect Wayne. So do we respect Meek Mill for bunny hopping with millionaires, billionaires? We'll see. But we got a caller on the line. Let's take this call. Let's see what it do. Caller. Caller, you on the line. State your name and where you from. And thanks for tuning in.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Suzette, and I'm calling from Southern California.
Hey, Suzette, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Sounds like you're doing okay too for an inauguration night.
Yeah, depends on, I guess, which side you swing to, but yeah, I feel good whether it's the inauguration night or not. But
Oh,
how do you feel
nothing wrong
about
with
the
that.
inauguration? How do you feel?
Well, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird um, how they have had to have all the security and everything, and then what do you call it? The army or whoever. What was it? The
National
National
Guard?
Guard.
Yeah,
Had vetted and all. Just a lot of extra security across the 50 states. Bringing this country together, and but then then everything else as far as actions go say otherwise.
right.
Um, and so it's difficult to see where the unity is supposed to come from. I don't know. I think he would have probably been better off, prior to the inauguration, telling the Congress that he would rather not move forward with the impeachment, even though they're controlling it, but at least let his voice be heard so the people could
Mm,
know it's not on him or he's not behind it. It's this is the Congress and they're doing what they're doing, and he's not behind it type thing. Just because it just seems pointless. If a man is out of office, let him go. Good
yeah.
riddance. Go sail off into the into the wild blue yonder.
No, no, no. I
and
totally agree with you for sure. Um, yeah, if he's out of office, he's out of office. But at the same time, the way I could agree with you, I could see the other side too. It's just I'm one of these people that's in the middle, so it's like it
Mhm.
kind of like I don't give a fuck type shit. Excuse my language, but yeah, I'm kind of in the middle to where I
Yep,
could
that's
see
all right.
why people was willing to, you know, rush into the Capitol and do the things they did, and then I could see why a lot of people were alarmed by that. I mean,
Mhm.
it's America, so a lot of the things that we're seeing, depending on where you come from, You've
Mhm.
never experienced any of this in your lifetime, even your
Right,
grandparents,
right.
so that's where it's depending on where you come from, your background, how you were raised, whether you were privileged or not, you will look at it one way or another. I just choose not to judge nobody on feeling the way. Now, will I crack my
Right,
jokes?
right.
I'll laugh and make jokes about everything, but I'm not gonna really judge anybody for feeling like, yo, this is what's needed to be happening, or this is the end of the world. Like Trump's out of
Well,
office,
it
this is
sounds
the end
like
of the
you're
world.
equally judgmental,
Yeah,
which is
I could
cool
be.
because
I could be.
everybody gets it.
Yeah, I could be. I mean, and maybe that's a little selfish on my end to think that people think the way I think, or are as you know, just have your mind
Oh,
just
I think you
open.
have a great
So
attitude, and sometimes you have to make fun of all of it,
right,
because
right.
if you don't laugh at it, you're going to end up jumping off a building and committing suicide because it's just too serious, and it's unimaginable what this country is going through and
Right.
has been going through for the last years, and so you have to laugh. You got to let it out. So I love it. I love your attitude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe onto our YouTube channel, Politicking Podcast, Facebook, Politicking Podcast, Instagram, Politicking Official. Just support the brand.
Cool.
The show. We appreciate you calling in. Tune in for the next
My
show.
investments, I just would like highly recommend people don't invest just yet. Give it another, I don't know, 30 to 60 days. I personally don't have any money to invest, but I like to watch the market and pay attention to see what if
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't,
have
I
made
don't, I
any
don't
money
need you.
anyway.
Yeah, I don't mean to invest
But
like that. Like your time is free depending on how you utilize it. So I don't need the
mhm,
funds from
mhm.
you. I just more so need the support. You like what you're hearing. You wanna call in the future. Tune in, like, share, subscribe. I don't think they charge you on
Oh,
YouTube
oh,
for that. I'm not sure.
I was just talking about money investments, like overall, like the stock market money, not investing in your show. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
I can
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
product. That's I mean,
yeah, yeah. Well, right
I can
now,
check out your
you're
merch for
right.
sure.
You're right. You're right. You would want to wait. One of my good friends that's good. He's heavy into the investment of stocks. That's one thing he said.
Mhm.
Just give it a few weeks, maybe a month or two, and you're gonna see
Yeah.
certain things that have been considered down and out just start springing up. So right now is the good time to get into the market for sure, for sure.
I would say yes, but we're moving into, this global reset, and depending on how fast the markets catch up with that.
Mm,
Then there's also talk with the Bitcoin and that, type of money, um, and
yeah.
what's going on with that. And so there's issues with, believe it or not, electricity, of all things. Um,
Oh yeah.
I forget which country. It was somewhere. I want to say Denmark, but anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah. So they had lost electricity, and I know that Australia did too for a little bit, and China did definitely. But those blackouts when they have, they're off grid, that's not good. And
Yeah.
so if you follow, what is it, energy dot com or dot org. It'll give you where all the blackouts are, and if you as across the nation and across the world.
Hmm.
So this way you can kind of check out what's going on with that, because we're, with the global climate thing with the panels and the windmills and all these countries. Anyway, it's a lot to pay attention to, but if you can keep up with that and check it out, then you'll
Definitely.
know what to do.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the knowledge. I
Thank you.
appreciate the perspective and the mindset. Definitely tune in the future. We got more calls that we're gonna take. So
Thank
thank
you for
you and
taking
have a
my
great
call. Have
night.
a wonderful evening. Peace.
You as well. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we here for. This is politicking. We want everybody's perspectives and minds. We got another call. Let's take this. What up? What up? What up? What up? You're live with Politic and Podcast. State your name and where you're from. Hello, hello. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on my boy to call in, but I'm not sure if that's him or not. I sent you the link, big dog. If that's you, I sent you the link to the invite for the co-host. So yeah, just hit that, and then it should automatically pop up where I get your name and everything. So because I see I know it's a Cali area code. You feel me? But yeah, you know, that was a wonderful mindset. I like that. She started talking about electricity. Come on, bruh. You ain't expect to get that here in politicking, man. Y'all better learn something. Um, but yeah, the inauguration. How did you feel? Was it beautiful? Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. This is my boy. This is my boy. Gully Lamont, bro. I hope you can hear me. Yo, yo, yo. All right, let me see. I don't know what's going on. The phone calls is working. Gully, call back in, bro. I don't know what happened, but call back in. But yeah, inauguration night. Everybody talking about the I guess you would say the true first lady, Michelle Obama. She pull up like kind of she pull up like Let me stun on y'all real quick. You feel me? But we'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll we'll see how the new first lady is. Yo, can you hear me? You on the line, big dog? All right. Yeah. I don't know. It was working, but hey, do me a favor. Don't call in with the link. I sent you a link. Don't call in with the link. Call in on the regular number that's at the bottom of the show, 516-387-1992. Yeah, call in on that and you might get through. But yeah, she pulled up and I don't know, man. That should kind of make you miss the Obamas. Obama pull in all just Joe. He wished Trump was there. I could tell. He you could tell like it was a certain something missing. It was a certain something missing from the inauguration, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it because I know a lot of people don't agree with me. But Trump should have been there. I think that would have solidified what he was in his head. You feel me? Like I feel like that would have solidified what he was in his head enough to where it would have you wouldn't have looked so much like a coward. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. You know, I feel like he wouldn't have looked so much like a coward. He wouldn't have been so. He looked like a bitch. You know, that's how I look at it. He looked like a straight bit. You know, and he could have just handled it gracefully. You said, nigga, in some shape or form, I'm gonna be back in the White House. So run again in 4 years. You feel me? Like run again. That's all you had to do. You feel me? We got a caller on the line.
Yeah.
818-497. I ain't putting the rest of your number out there, but that's you. What's the
There
deal?
we go.
Is it Gully?
There we go. What's the deal?
What's
What's
the
the deal, fam?
deal? Oh, bro, I knew these niggas was hating, bruh. I knew,
What's the deal, family?
man. Hey, you heard the lady talking about investing and this and that, electricity, bruh. You called in
I
at the
caught, I
right
caught, I
time.
caught a, I caught a little, I caught a little bit of her at the end.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
she
I
she
heard,
was
I heard.
yeah she was talking about not investing your money right now. Wait 30 to 60 days. I give her that because I want to say, ain't that what you had said? Like wait a little bit, but
Uh,
that
I
shit about
said,
to jump.
I said something. I said something along those lines.
Yeah, along those lines.
But
Like,
along those lines, but a entry point to
mm,
get into the market. It couldn't be better.
right, right,
It
right,
couldn't be better, especially for beginner investors, um, especially because of the new sectors that are emerging
right, right.
rapidly.
Yeah,
Um, like she said, electricity. Uh, yeah,
yeah,
electricity is about to take over the globe within the next 10 years.
yeah, and it's crazy because if you think about it, most new houses, at least in the state of California, you can't build new property without having
You can't.
solar panels and
Totally.
stuff like that.
You can't.
So and as much as people saying like, oh well, electricity is this and solar is this, the electricity company is pushing you to get solar. Like, I don't know if people know that yet, but yeah, they get a certain amount from the government with that. So yeah,
You're right. You're right. But more
yeah,
so, um, the subsidies come in, like you said, the government, Biden, you know what I mean? Once,
hmm
once my man's had to bounce about the crib, Biden, he already knew what he was doing, in the sense of pushing the Green New Deal initiative, um, going biofuel, banning carbon emissions,
right,
stuff of that nature. So that causes uh, a uptick in these infant companies that were
mm,
sleepers because it wasn't their time yet.
right,
But as soon as my man put his hand in that Bible, it became their time.
gee,
So that's
gee,
that's and that's when it comes into knowing when, more so knowing what to invest in, not when to invest in it. If you know what to invest in, you're going to know automatically what time to invest
right, right.
into that
It's not
company,
gonna matter.
whether it's in its infancy. Exactly, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not going to matter to you because you did your due diligence. You know the company. You believe in the company's mission statement, so you have no problem. You actually feel more confident in investing in that company earlier because you like, yeah, I got me an Apple at 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? I got me a Tesla at $20 type of a
yeah,
situation because
yeah.
you know the company's motive, right? Imagine us buying Apple at $5. Imagine us buying Tesla at $12. We was in high school when that shit was $12. Excuse my
You
French,
feel me?
but these type of these type of things, it's more so uh, having the willingness to do the due diligence in the type of stock market. And
Right.
lo and behold, our generation, our culture, will know the market, and lo and behold, uh, will dominate that thing.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of you know um, the energy that's going around right now is like it's not that they don't know it. It's we just don't know it. So
That's it.
once we
That,
get
that's all it.
you know, yeah, 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 for sure,
But yeah,
facts.
like no lie though, like, but in the sense of like what you're saying, I caught you in the beginning, about like hands up, it is what it is with how the cookie crumbled election wise,
Right,
you know,
right,
um, and like what like we seen some things within the last month that
that was it's unprecedented.
that was barbaric. That was unprecedented.
No, it wasn't
It was.
barbaric. It was some nigga shit.
If we want to keep it real, like, if we
Hey.
want to keep it real, that's what it was. But the thing is now that it's that what happened is what's been prevalent but secret
Right.
for decades.
Right.
And lo and behold, when you snap, when a group snaps on command, I'm talking military command snap, because that's what that was.
Right.
That was a military snap. Everybody snap at once, and that, in a sense, yeah, bro. Like it was just far right, like on some whole different. But that let America
Right.
know. That let America know that there is two Americas. Exactly what my man King said in 1965. He said it clear as day. There's one America, the situation to look good, and then there's another America where there's a struggle, there's a division, there's a divide, but that's been the situation. Like, I don't want nobody, and I'm pretty sure everybody who did witness that got to understand that that's not something that's a just happening situation type of thing. Like it's
Like it was pushed to you whether you was in the hood or in the suburbs. That's what
either
get
way
me.
it was. That's what it is. Like it was put on. Like, this is what it is. Like, what you want to do? Like, literally, what you
can you
want to
do?
In our sense, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What can you do in that situation? And that was only because a lack of knowledge, my boy.
You know what they
Thomas.
say, and I'm gonna be so cliche with this bar, but they said if you wanna keep anything away from a nigga, put it in a book. But the thing about it is, it's a fact.
Go ahead.
I ain't got no. I was just saying the thing about it is that's a fact. Like, you got niggas that was getting made fun of for doing their homework. Like, that's the culture that I remember being brought up around. Like, oh, you got good grades? Yeah, you was
like,
made
you
fun
a smart
of.
guy.
You
nerd.
nerd.
Guy. You a nerd guy. But
Yeah.
that same nerd guy pulling up in that 2021 Lambo on boom boom. Like,
And then you're calling him.
But that's not.
And then you calling him like, hey,
man.
remember me? What, nigga? Yeah, I remember you. Where you working? I get off at 11:30. My shift at McDonald's is almost done. I'll be. What's up, bro?
Shit.
Pull up. Like, yeah, bro.
Type
Like,
shit. He pull up in the drive-through window like, what you want? He orders something for you while you at work. Ain't that some shit? Listen.
Ask him for a discount.
And like, because all I'm trying to say is, what it comes down to is the knowledge needs to be rotated, just like the currency inside of these communities. That knowledge need to stay in the community until everybody got it, and then let it go out of the community after it gets put into place to be worked. Like, just 100%. Like you know me. Like you know me. You know my approach.
Yeah.
So,
off rip.
So, I mean, what you're doing, like, automatically by broadcasting, by politics, everybody and their mama, like, in the next month and some change, better have a politicking hoodie, politicking beanie, politicking sweat, like, politicking stickers, politicking coffee mug. Why? Because it really comes down to dialogue constructively amongst everyone.
Right.
And that's what you did with it. That's what politicking, hot topics, killing it, real sports like, real social like, real politics like. So I advise everybody who's tapping into my man, really lock in. My man is not playing when it comes to really tapping into the mental. It ain't about like it ain't no chitter chatter. Like we all got opinions,
Yeah.
but my man comes with opinionated like precepts, but they are foundations
Yeah.
on facts. Let's keep it real. Like
It's no clout
100%.
chase. It's no clout chase. You
Yeah,
feel me?
there's none of that. There's none of that. Like and like my man, like if it's too hot, man, get out of the politicking kitchen. That's how like that's like for real. But yeah, I mean, you could still stand by the door with it cracked open. Yeah, I mean, but
Facts.
it has to be at this tempo. It has to be at this temperature because it's necessary, right?
Yeah.
We've seen 2 revolutions within 12 months. 2 revolutions
Hey,
in 12 months.
hold on, bro. Hey, chill. Wait a minute. You Man, promote your shit, bro. Hold on. Promote your you going too far. Hold on, wait. We gotta say that
Come
for
on, man. Like
we gotta say
I
that for
wanted
an
to give them that, man.
actual show where we just can dive into that by itself. Like
Yeah, yeah, we'll do
you
that. We'll hop into we'll do
yeah,
that show.
yeah,
And
promote your shit, bro. Promote your
but
shit.
before I go into promoting everything that I
Yeah.
do, I want to leave off of that with this. I'm not better than nobody. Nobody that's listening to this is better than me. Nobody that is subscribing and clicking and commenting is better than anybody. We all here to win. That we all here to win mentally, spiritually, and physically, no matter what it is. Whether my opinions towards things, Amp Dog opinion towards things, or callers and other people's opinions towards things, it's meant to be crock pot, stirred up, and out of that, we should get a good gumbo that we could serve to everybody. So that's
Facts.
my whole thing. And everybody, we all got it, man. Like this is the year of winners, right? The year of a whole world losing it's over now. Okay, that's finished. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. But what I'm on, Gully Lamont, right? Like I'm a musician. I'm a hip hop artist, producer, studio owner. Shout out to the Cake Factory. If you need your joints
Cake
mixed, mastered,
Factory.
anything, I got three workers there. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 engineers there, boss engineers. You know what I mean? Because I got to step out and handle other boss things. Let's talk about the advertising company, right?
Let's talk
AdRed,
about the
right?
businesses and the
They
companies
advertise,
too.
right? You know what I'm saying? And with that is, I'm one of 5 in that sector. We're set to raise $15 million by the end of this year. You can go ahead and look it up on Crunchbase. You can go ahead and look it up on TechCrunch. You can go ahead and look it up on Fox News, ABC, NBC, whatever.
Yeah,
Just look it up.
I seen the news article.
Young black Haitian American CEO disrupting the rideshare industry, Lamont DeVerne. Yes, moi. That is moi. That's that business. You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
So, go ahead.
No, the next time, like we talked about it behind the scenes, but I just want to make sure I say this now is the next time you come on, like we gonna keep the same energy, but I want you to be able to really, showcase your talents as an artist too. Like I really want to be able to do that. But right now, like I said, we politicking on, trying to open, everybody's minds to what it really is. You feel me? So
That's what it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because if I can give any type of knowledge, I'ma give it. But
right.
just finish the run. Boom, advertising business. That shit is doing great by the grace of God. Excuse my French. I'm doing great track numbers. On top of that, with my consulting business. Out of that, I got the digital content CMS business where we build softwares. And I'm in the episode we gonna have, I'm one man. I just named 9 businesses that are all running. Okay? I'm gonna show my culture how to do the same thing. You hear me?
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
Because it's only right. It's only right. And I'm out here lucrative, quietly.
Yeah,
Except for right now.
I mean,
but I only got to do that because it's exclusive to politicking.
Right.
right?
And the thing is no it's not like a random thing that you on here. Like, hey people, like he's a big part of the business aspect of politicking and the structure that we trying to build with the whole site, everything, you know. So
We're taking
this,
politicking to the moon. Like,
hey,
for the viewers, just know, my man Amp Dog, he the jet, and I produce the fuel. And my man going to the moon, boy, I tell you.
hey, I salute you, big dog. I'm gonna hit you up after I get off the stream, and we gonna
Yeah,
politic a
yeah.
little bit more. For sure,
We will.
man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. You feel me? I
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
you, bro.
All right, brethren, take it easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we got another call on the line. 805 area
Yeah, what's the
code.
deal, man?
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the
J-Man in
deal?
the building, man.
Man, hey, bruh. Hold on.
You gotta drop some bombs and some
Hey,
sirens for your
hey,
boy.
I ain't got them. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Let me. What we gonna do? Um, before you get off the line, I want to make sure that we could play the exclusive song that you sent me. But right now, we gonna play the one that you got bubbling right now. Had my daughter
That shit
going
everywhere,
crazy.
man. That shit everywhere right now.
Bruh, my daughter was going crazy, bro. Like, nigga, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, that's sliding right now. I'm
Yeah,
on my boyfriend
we
line.
we about to play it right now, big dog. Give me 2 minutes and 41 seconds, bro. We about to play that shit right now, bro. Facts. Live. Hey, tune in, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? Like, share, subscribe. Politicking Live, Inauguration Night. But we got some bombs that we about to drop right now. Like every YouTuber say, we got another
Yeah, man.
Nigga.
It's a little bop, huh?
Man, hey, you know, like, this shit go back, like, 2008, 2009. Like,
Yeah,
if everybody don't know, I used to try to be, like, a rapper. And I just got lucky
Don't say
enough.
try. You was on your shit.
Yeah, a little bit. I tried. You know, I think I found my calling. With the politicking and, you know, just talking.
With the
But
podcast, man.
the people that I came across throughout that time with me wanting to be a rapper and, like, can I say the original name, or you want to just keep it strictly J Anthony?
Yeah. You can do it.
J Bars? Y'all probably know about bars.
Yeah, that was my. That's when I was rapping. You feel me?
Hey, it was crazy because you was rapping, but I kept, hey man, can you sing this hook? I need you to sing this hook for my song, bro. Like, sing this hook, please. Like, we did a gang of songs, bro. I'll never forget. But somehow, I know I lost the original files. I believe all of us did. Only thing that we had was it uploaded to MySpace. MySpace, holla at us. Give us our shit back. I don't know. But
I'm like, what? MySpace?
hey, that's back then before, because what, Twitter came around 2009, then you got like Instagram like 2010 and shit like that, you know. So that was where niggas was on MySpace. Bro, this was back when I did
Yeah, you right.
riding in my Chevy or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Riding in my Chevy was my shit.
Bro, like, I did that shit in the studio with you, Jizzle. Jizzle, she's so hard, bro. Like, I be like,
Yeah, she's still the god.
Bro, I be commenting like,
though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy just the circle of people that since I've known you've been around, you know, to where, like, just seeing the progression and where you came from and what you doing now, like, it's your time.
I ain't
It's
gonna
your
lie,
time.
knowing them type of people is what helped me not quit. Cause you feel me? I used to get discouraged a lot, just you know, seeing them come up and just seeing them like. And in my head, I'm like, man, I'm just as talented as them.
Right.
It wasn't my time. That's
right. And that's all it is. It's about timing.
You feel me? I never was on some shit like, why them and not me? I was just on some shit like, well, shit, why not me too? Like, why I can't go where they go? You feel me?
Facts,
I'm just blessed to be in a situation where, right now, like, nigga, it's everything going good. Like, you feel me? My music is elevated. My sound is elevated.
Everything,
like right now,
bro.
Like doing this interview, bro. I'm not in LA, bro.
I know. That's why I appreciate you for, bro. Like, and let me just put this out just to the world. Just because I don't post on social media do not mean I'm not on social media. I'll be on social media more than a motherfucker that posts every 3 seconds with one like every post. You feel me? Like, I'm on there just as often as they
not
is.
3 seconds with one like.
Yeah, you know, like, literally, you know, a person that dropped 20 posts a day, but they got one like a fucking post, you know. So I'm that person, but I just don't post. So I'm just lurking. I'm a lurker. I just be watching, liking, sharing, commenting. Like, that's what I do on social media. I'm trying to get better at actually posting, because how the fuck I'm going to promote this show if I ain't posting? But I watch everything that you do, bro. Like, and just seeing how you moving and what you got going on, and knowing, like, I've seen the J Bars that was getting it, trying to make the music career happen. And now to see my boy, that's your career, bro. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do to make your bread now. You ain't gotta try to hustle or, you know, like, you know, bro. We was young at this time, bro. We was like 20, 21.
Now don't get it twisted. A nigga still gonna hustle. I just do it in a different way.
No. That's what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is
instead of having to go flip a pack. You feel me?
Right. And that's where you want to put that on YouTube, but you know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, niggas had, you know, a nigga you hear, you ain't, you know, you ain't got to do that no more. Like, this is your full-time 24. You feel me? Remember when we was doing them shows on Hollywood Boulevard and shit? Like, nigga, we was lit. But anyway, I appreciate you calling in. Before you leave, if you still, you want to promote whatever you got, bro. I'm talking about new projects, new tracks, and I need you to promote this next track that we about to play because I know it's exclusive.
Too much shit to promote everything. I got way too much shit to promote everything.
Just put out what's coming out within the next week or two.
Goes to my YouTube. Go to my YouTube. That's where I'm really gonna be dropping shit. Go to my YouTube. Go to youtube.com. J.ANTHNY. No space. No O. Go to my Instagram because right after I drop this new Tesla video that's coming up, I got this 6-series part that's only going to be on Instagram. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's not going to be on Twitter. It's not going to be on nowhere else. It's just going to be on Instagram. So you got to go follow my Instagram to get on it. My Instagram is j.anth. So just keep tuned in, man. And I definitely had to give you an exclusive because, like I just said, the Tesla video that I'm getting ready to do, the song is already done. So I went on ahead and blessed you and gave you the record first.
I appreciate it.
No media, nothing has ever heard this record. Hey, you feel me? This record is never. You're gonna be the first person to ever play it to the world.
Hey, keep it real. Keep it real. Before I went live, I called you. I said, "Hey, this shit is an exclusive. When we just I'm gonna just play it one time." Like my nigga said, "Yeah, make sure because it's only." But what we gonna do tomorrow, we about to do the reaction video to the song that we just played. So slide and nigga, that shit go.
Yeah, I need that. I'm posting that ASAP.
Yeah. We gonna do that for sure tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even tonight. I don't know. Like, me, like I'm turned up. So it might be tonight, wake up in the morning and it's there, or it might be tomorrow after you woke up already, but we gonna make that shit happen. But what we gonna do right now is we about to get into that exclusive track. Go ahead, bro. Promote your shit. I know it's exclusive, so you can't really probably give too many details, but do your thing.
This is an exclusive record. This is Tesla. I produced it. I was able to, get my boy Frontline again on this. Me and Frontline go back to our TIU days. So I was able to get my boy Frontline on this again. Tesla, we getting ready to drop this real soon. Video coming real soon. So make sure y'all check it out. Y'all heard it here first. Politic Podcast. They ain't fucking with us, my nigga. Let's go.
Hey, you up out of here, bro. Hey, I appreciate you. This platform is always open for you. We only gonna keep pushing and getting this motherfucker to a point where niggas gonna hate, but they can't hate enough. That's what we trying to do. We already got niggas out here copying and trying to mimic the sauce. I put the little, niggas already mimicking. So
like I said, man, you can have the same recipe, but your whip game ain't mine.
Hey, you feel me? Whip game proper. But we about to go into this Trinac. Hey, I appreciate you. Again, put out your Instagram one last time. Your links of whatever Instagram, you got going on.
Instagram is j.anth. And then when you want to go to the YouTube, just search J Anthony, j.anthny. Easiest way to, look for Handout, look for Sliding. We got Tesla coming soon. That's the exclusive my boy finna drop right now. That's the next video that's finna drop. You want to see that first? Make sure y'all go subscribe. The premiere will be up very soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so this is an exclusive. I don't got the bomb button or the but what we gonna do is say, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? Another exclusive with politicking. Bam.
You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want you, baby girl, a bag, plus a nigga make it feel something. 10 toes down, baby, I'm a real stump. I double down on the crack, I got a real hustle. Talk to me quick, don't talk to me slick. I've been all in my bag, I've been talking my shit. Niggas act like they want you, they ain't built how I'm built. We can jump on the plane, baby, hop on the ship, we can do it live. Tell me what you want, I'm here to please. Baby girl, I got just what you need. Love you anytime you want to sing. Baby, they ain't built like me, like me. You can fuck with me if I let you. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want you, baby girl, throw a check at it. And when I hit it, baby girl, just throw it back at me. See, I'm cold, I'm too on. Baby girl, you bad, no, you too thrown. I'm cold, baby, too gone. And you bad, baby girl, no, you too on.
Going on tripping on that low, baby, you know that I know your problem. You said the pussy get wet as the sun, I bet you don't put it on mamas. You said you don't suck on the dick, when you suck on the dick, you don't have no problem. I'm never the way that you swallow, and the way you be looking like model. I like when you suck on the dick and you grab it with both of your hands like a bottle. If I get up in it and you let me hit it, I bet you gon' walk with a waddle. I like when you do what you do, when you do what you do, you be making me watch. Would you get up in my face with the pussy one time, I just make this shit pop.
I ain't even gon' front. No, I can't even lie. I don't need you, but I want you, baby. Move fast, cause I'm always on the hustle, baby. I ain't even gon' front. I ain't even gon' lie.
This is my boy Jay Aston. But this is some classic Jay Bar shit, nigga.
You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want you, baby girl, throw a check at it. And when I hit it, baby girl, just throw it back at me. See, I'm cold, I'm too on. Baby girl, you bad, no, you too thrown. I'm cold, baby, too gone. And you bad, baby girl, no, you too on. You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want
Hey, bruh, look. I appreciate you.
Hey, man.
That's
Hey,
just
man,
a
I'm
fucking
trying to
banger.
tell
I'm
you,
only
man.
playing it one time, even though I wanted to run it back like I was Funk Flex or somebody. but
Run it back then, man. Run it back.
Don't test me, bro. Hey, I already got a
Run it back, man. Run it back,
Hey,
man.
facts.
I think they need to hear
Hey,
it one more time, man. I don't think
let's
they
do
heard
it. Let's do it.
Let's run it back, man.
You can fuck with me if
My
I let
nigga.
ya. And if I want you, baby girl, throw a check at it. I'm cold, I'm cold. You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the
Hey, you
Tesla.
better grab your
And if I want you,
girlfriend.
baby girl, throw a check at it. And when
Or
I
your
hit it,
wife.
baby girl, just throw it back at me. See, I'm cold, I'm too on. Baby girl, you bad, no, you too thrown. I'm cold, baby, too gone. And you bad, baby girl, no, you too on. Baby, need a real one. Hand him back, plus a nigga make it feel something. 10 toes down, baby, I'm a real stump. I double down on the crack, I got a real hustle. Talk to me quick, don't talk to me slick. I've been all in my bag, I've been talking my shit. Niggas act like they want you, they ain't built how I'm built. We can jump on the plane, baby, hop on the ship, we can do it live. Tell me what you want, I'm here to please. Baby girl, I got just what you need. Love you anytime you want to sing. Baby, they ain't built like me, like me. You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want you, baby girl, throw a check at it. And when I hit it, baby girl, just throw it back at me. See, I'm cold, I'm too on. Baby girl, you
I'm turned
bad,
up.
too thrown. I'm cold, baby,
I got
too
the volume
gone. And you bad, baby girl, no, you too on.
Going on tripping on that low, baby, you know that I know your problem. You said the pussy get wet as the sun, I bet you don't put it on mamas. You said you don't suck on the dick, when you suck on the dick, you don't have no problem. I'm never the way that you swallow, and the way you be looking like model. I like when you suck on the dick and you grab it with both of your hands like a bottle. If I get up in it and you let me hit it, I bet you gon' walk with a waddle. I like when you do what you do, when you do what you do, you be making me watch. Would you get up in my face with the pussy one time, I just make this shit pop.
I ain't even gon' front. No, I can't even lie. I don't need you, but I want you, baby.
Hey, this shit bang, nigga.
I ain't even gon' front. I ain't even gon' lie. I don't need you, but I want you, baby. Move fast, 'cause I'm always on the hustle, baby.
Hey,
You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want you, baby girl, throw a check at it. And when I hit it, baby girl, just throw it back at me. See, I'm cold, I'm too on. Baby girl, you bad, no, you too thrown. I'm cold, baby, too gone. And you bad, baby girl, no, you too on. You can fuck with me if I let ya. Sliding in your city in the Tesla. And if I want you, baby girl, throw a check at it. And when I hit it, baby girl, just throw it back at me. See, I'm cold, I'm too on. Baby girl, you bad, no, you too thrown.
bruh, am I loud? Yeah, I was loud. My bad. That's a banger.
Bruh.
Shout out to my nigga. Plug your shit again, cause you helping me solidify my show as a place where real talent is being promoted. It's not no, oh man, I got a mixtape.
Not no bullshit.
Nigga, bruh, come on, man. Hey, plug your shit one more time. And I'm gonna holler at you, and then when you got the new project dropping officially, make sure you hit us up, or I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up every week from here on out, just to make sure.
Yeah, because you know I'm always working.
Hey, and that's what I'm saying. So I want to make sure I got the next exclusive. I really want the project. Soon as the project come, let me know, nigga. I literally we gonna react to every song that you got on that motherfucker, to where every banger.
Yeah. But remember, that shit only gonna be on the gram, so niggas gotta go to my gram to follow.
Plug it again.
Figure out when it's dropping. Figure out when it's coming, because it's exclusive to Instagram. I'm making y'all come follow me, making y'all come fuck with me. My Instagram is j.anth. It's the only way you're gonna find the project that I got coming. I don't even have the title to it. I got the songs, but I don't have the title set.
If you can, text me.
Which I just heard.
Yeah.
That video is gonna drop on YouTube. That's gonna be coming. Really, we're trying to get everything ready for the end of March. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm doing some fly shit. I'm gonna let y'all in. I'm gonna let y'all in on the video, on just a part of the video. It's some shit that ain't nobody doing. We racing Tesla. Let me just say that.
Hey, make sure you hey, send me the link to your Instagram, your YouTube, and I'm gonna put it in the description at the bottom of the video.
Got you. All you gotta do is go to my page. You feel me? And then boom, grab my page link, boom, tag it right in, or take it from my Instagram. The Instagram gonna link you straight to the video.
That's what we gonna do. And yeah, send me that video when it drops so I could do a reaction video to that. Nigga, hey, I fuck with fire artists. If you fire, I fuck with you. Niggas can call it what they want if they don't know, but that's why I wanted to play the music before we actually got to really speak to you, so people can see this ain't just no homeboy shit. Like, nah, this is a great ass artist and it's music fire. So y'all gonna fuck with it to where y'all can't say I'm being biased. Y'all like that shit, comment, like, tag, hit him up, so y'all can make sure y'all getting all the exclusive content and everything that's coming. I appreciate you, big dog. Salute.
My G.
Yes, sir.
My nigga. Hit me, fam.
In a minute.
Yep.
We got a caller on the line, 612 area code. Where the fuck you from? No, I'm just playing. Where are you from?
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. My name is Mike. I'm from Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Okay, Mike. What's the deal, big dog?
Yeah, I was hoping to talk a little bit about politics, so what's been going on in the country recently.
Man, spill your heart out. That's, you know the title, politicking. Spill your heart out. So what's on your mind? What's the first thing? You know, the title was Inauguration, so I know that's probably what's really got you, you know. So let's speak about that. How you feel about the politics, about the inauguration and everything? You happy? You know, how you feel, big dog?
No, not really. I'm not that excited for whatever the Democrats are bringing to the table, because I'm looking at it from an economic standpoint, and I just thinking about the fact that we've been in a real heavy recession because of the pandemic, and the idea that we're about to see significant tax raises and more regulation from the government, that's not going to work out good in the economy, in my opinion, in the next couple of years. And I think a lot of people got caught up in the moment and whatever they felt about Trump to sort of blind their judgment when it came to actual policies and thinking about the long-term and short-term effects. And so people won't realize that until 2 or 3 years from now. And they'll see, and when you realize that the economy is all of a sudden like stagnant, and because people, like, here's the thing, I understand people don't like Trump, I get it, but it's like you couldn't deny the fact that the economy was booming up until the COVID thing hit. Right. I mean, everywhere you went, people were hiring, business was doing good, like everywhere you were going, it was just, everything was on the up.
That's
And
true.
so we're going to see the opposite kick in. And, I, I don't think people realize it. I
Right,
think they just
right.
thought, let's get rid of this bad guy, not realizing that, when it comes to politics, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care about the individuals. I don't care about their personalities. I don't care about any of that. I don't care what race they're. I don't care if they're man, woman, whatever.
Right,
I
right.
strictly look at policies and I ask simple
Yeah.
questions like, what are the pros and cons, and what's the short-term and long-term effect of whatever policy you put on the table? I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. Just look at
Right.
whatever they put on the table and say, what is that a good idea?
Right. What is it going to do
you
to
let me
me?
know if you think differently.
What is it going to do to me? How am I going to be affected by what this person do? Whether they racist, they not, they grab women by the whatever. Like, what is it that this person doing? I feel you on that, for real. I honestly feel you on that, because a lot of people, they move off emotions. So when I'll tell you this, in the beginning, when Trump first started running and stuff, I know a lot more people that hate him now that were on board with Trump coming into office after Obama. It was, oh, that's Trump. Nelly said he up in Trump Towers, and stuff like, so. Their mindset was on something, but then programming. You get TV, radio, social media engineering, and stuff like that. That starts to change your mind and start to have you looking at things differently. But I vividly remember, what was it, like 2017 or something like that, where Trump was being looked at as a person he's about to open up this secret that the government and the secret society of the United States, and he's going to expose them. That's why they hate him. And eventually you start to see, things change. But, yeah, me personally, I'm not rich enough to be affected by it, I guess. Like, I'm not going to be affected if Trump in office or if anybody else in office. All I care about is, what do you have in place that's going to make it where I'm able to protect and provide for my family? So that's what I care about. That's why I'm not all the way on the bandwagon with Kamala and Biden. Yeah, Kamala is the reason Biden is where he's at, I feel, if you want to be technical. But that's for everybody else to argue about, in my eyes. I don't know how you feel about that, but to me, that's how I feel.
No, I don't think Biden or Kamala had anything to do with them winning. I just think, I would say 90% of the people that voted for them strictly because they didn't like Trump.
Facts.
That was it.
Facts.
Let's be real. They didn't even have a real campaign.
Bro,
the dude was in his basement 80% of the time. He barely came out.
Hey, the only thing I remember Biden
said
in his campaign was, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Now, to me, that was a big thing, to where he didn't feel like he needed to. He was on some nigga shit, bro. Like, it's just like how you look at your favorite artists or actors or celebrities. When they get on some huge shit, but they out acting like some reckless motherfuckers with their fame and money, the first thing they do is try to act like, I need privacy. But you caught all these paparazzi over here to visualize what you're doing and put it out there. So that's exactly how I look at his whole thing, So a lot of people, they do rock with his ideals and just, we wanted Trump out of here, he's a scumbag, whatever. But at the same time, I looked at this whole election as you got to go for what is it? What they call it? Like, you got two evils. Which one you vote for? Type shit. Like, you didn't have nobody that was going. Yeah, the lesser of two evils. But it wasn't no lesser in this shit. It was, nigga, you want to deal with this or you want to do? I was more so alarmed with Trump because of the lack of caring about anybody else outside of him, or who look like him, or who will be affected by things that him or people that look like him wouldn't be. So in this time you
Really?
seeing, because in this time you seen a lot of things
He
that
did.
were,
He did a lot. He did a lot for like blacks and minorities. We talking about.
yeah, no, but see, that's
Especially
what I'm
when he
saying.
had no
Like,
expectation for him to do
yeah,
it.
no, that's not
For
what I'm
example,
talking
like
about.
if
I'm
he
not
didn't,
talking about
yeah.
what he did for black people. What I'm talking about is back to the programming, TV, radio, social media, engineering, and all that stuff. What he could have done for, I don't know. What's your background? You black? You white? You Hispanic? Asian?
I'm black, but I'm technically African. If you want to separate
Okay,
it, but
so okay,
to the point you brought up when you brought up the programming in the media, let's be clear. I mean, the media is controlled primarily by liberals and people that are pro-Democrat. The majority of them. You know what I mean? That's why, for example, if you take a look at all the news stations in America, all the national news stations and everything, the only one that you can look at that's
it's Fox
conservative
News.
is like Fox.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
Everything else is liberal. All
yeah.
the newspapers are liberal. Every late night talk show host you turn on, they're always making fun of Republicans and supporting Democrats.
Right.
All the celebrities in Hollywood and in music and in sports, almost every single one of them is a liberal.
But why would
You'd be
you?
hard pressed to find one conservative in any of these, any of pop culture, any of music, sports, news, all of that. So when we talk about the programming is essentially on one side.
Are they wrong to
That's
you?
why so many people
Like,
had a negative view of Trump.
Because, like you say, you come from,
not because they actually study the facts or look at the policies. It's because every time they watch TV, every time they check out the news, every time they're on Twitter, every time they're watching sports or whatever, they're being sold Democrat propaganda.
Right.
24/7. You know what I'm saying? So there's no objectivity in America. Like you gotta know the BS when you see it. Like
but that's the thing.
News,
so
I know I'm getting Republican propaganda.
What's one person?
A lot of people in America, they don't understand the game that's being played.
What's one person that would be an easy target in that aspect? So what person would be the easiest target that you can go after? So are they wrong for targeting an easy target? Or like you said, a lot of people don't know no better. They can't see the real or the fake when it's in front of them, So that's what I look at it as, is it's not so much a thing I need to blame these politicians that they only doing what they cultivated to do. It's the same thing if you feel some way about the police. They only doing what they trained to do. So at this point, what saves you? What saves you is your knowledge, your mind, So whatever you can think and see and analyze and take for what it is and not for what the Instagram just told you, the busted challenge. Do a busted challenge. I guarantee you it was a reason why that shit just took off right now during the fact that we just had a fucking attempted coup on the government. The busted challenge is all you hear. But who's the easiest target? Is the ones they targeting, Democrats and low income blacks, minorities, So I'm not necessarily knocking them for like you get mad at a nigga like LeBron or anybody like that, right? What they do? They trying to get people to come to their team so they can win a ring. That's what everybody's doing now. So you go at the easiest way to get what you want. So the thing is, it's not on them, it's on us to accept this shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep accepting it. And I appreciate what you say. You're African, you know what I'm saying? So the way you think, I know is different than the way somebody that's a African American that don't know their roots. I don't know where I come from past the fact that my great grandmother was born in Alabama, a generation away from a slave or whatever, So that's where we got to do better
fine.
as a people.
You don't really need to know your history that far down the road,
You
because
don't.
ultimately it don't really matter for nobody.
But if you
Let's be real.
if you stand
Everybody
for
in this
nothing,
world,
you fall for anything. So if you don't know what to stand
no,
on,
bro.
you'll fall for anything.
The past really doesn't matter that much if
It
you're
don't.
talking about being an American in 2021.
It
The
don't.
reason I
But
say that is this:
yeah,
almost
go ahead.
everyone that came before you had a much harder fight than we have today. Everybody,
Facts.
no matter what background, racial background, that's everybody.
Facts.
The fact is, if you live in America in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
you are part of the 1% of human beings that have ever lived on this planet. I'm talking about all the 7 billion people on Earth right now, and every human being that ever lived before us. If you are an American citizen, I don't care how much money you got, just by being an American citizen, you're in the top 1% of human beings that have ever walked this earth. As far as
See, I don't know the facts on that, and I'm gonna do my research on this right after for sure.
It's common sense,
I mean, yeah.
real. In
But
America, people
at the
eat
end of
every
the
day.
day, you come from another
So that's an
country,
important fact.
and then you come
Everyone
into
listening needs to know
America.
this.
So
if you are eating
have a
food
different perspective
every
that I
single
don't
day of the
have.
week,
I lived in America, and I came from America, one side of America to another side. So I don't have that perspective that you have to see what you're talking about. So I want to do my research, but I definitely, like you said, it is common sense. Like America, the way that they put it in our eyes was go donate 10 cents a day for a homeless, hungry child in Africa. But then when you grow up and do your own research, you realize Africa probably one of the, like, they got cities that look better than where we come from in America. They got things in culture that we have that we don't have out here. And I think that plays a bigger part.
You have it better right now than every person that ever lived on this earth before you and every other person living on the planet right now.
Why?
What I'm saying to you is something that most Americans do not understand. And this is why so many Americans try to act like they're a victim. Huh?
No, I said teach me. You said that you.
No, the reason I'm saying is this is not a critique of just African Americans. I'm talking about Americans in general, all Americans. Most Americans do not understand how it is in the world. They don't understand how cheap human life is outside of America. In America, people believe in they get caught up in rights, what I deserve, what I'm entitled to, all these things, because they don't know what it's like in the world. They don't know history. They don't know how cheap human life is. They don't understand how, like, for example, in America, even in prison, let's forget a regular system. Let's talk about an American in a prison gets 3 meals a day, a bed, hot and cold running water, access to a shower, access to even education. Okay, let's put that in perspective.
Yeah.
Most people on this planet today would be lucky to eat twice in a week. I'm not talking about in a day, in a week. But in America, you got prisoners eating 3 times a day. Other parts of the world, where people go to prison, the only food you eat is what your family or friends bring to you to eat. You're not sleeping in a bed. You're sleeping in a floor in a cell with maybe 50 other people in like a 12 by 24 cell block. And you're sleeping on the ground, and there's a bucket in the corner that everybody uses for the bathroom. Now, when you talk about the fact that in America, the poor people in this country, people who are economically considered poor in America, have an obesity problem, this is the only country in the history of mankind where you got poor people walking around at 300, 400 pounds.
Hey, man, I try to troll you. I'll be real. I try to troll you, but you saying some shit that I be saying to, my people behind closed doors. So keep going, bro. I really appreciate what you're talking about. That's what politicking is. I promise you. Hey, keep going, bro.
I appreciate you allowing me to speak, brother. I say this because it really bothers me when I talk to people from this country, and they talk to me like they're victims, like they live in this oppressive country and things are so hard in America. And I'm like, whoa, time out. Let me get this straight. In this country, you're allowed to freely say whatever you want about the government, right?
And not get stoned for it.
Like, and not get killed. Your family ain't getting dragged into prison. And I tell them, you're in this country, you're free to practice any religion or be an atheist, right? And nobody's going to say nothing to you, right? Of course. And I tell in most of the world right now,
So would you
if you don't
say
practice a certain religion, you're going to get killed.
would you say
Then I tell them, okay,
Americans are lazy and not just where they could say white people have privilege mentalities? Would you say as a
oh no,
whole
brother,
America?
all of Americans have a privilege that they are completely blind to. And again, it's not their fault. It's because they don't know no better. Because,
Right. It's
like
it's
you
the way
said,
you're
if you've never been
programmed.
outside
You
of
know.
America, right? No, it's not even necessarily about being programmed. It's more about perspective. Like if you've never been outside of America, or if you've really never really studied history and really got to learn what day to day life was for people in the past, then you don't have a real understanding of what it was like to live as a human being.
Right.
You have this misconception that the way you live in America here, this is how everybody's been living, and it's like no, they ain't. What you got in America right now, you're experiencing a unique thing in human history. The freedoms that you have in this country is unique in human history. The amount of food you have in this country and how much you're able to eat is unique in human history. But but Americans they don't understand that, bro. That's why your country's collapsing. Your country's collapsing because the people that were before you, the 2-3 generations prior to this generation, they came up during times of struggle when life was a lot harder than it was now, and there was much more of an appreciation of what they had. But now you're in a generation that's reaping the rewards of what people before them did, and you're living in this luxury now, not appreciating what you got. It's almost like a spoiled child who, been given everything, and they don't, they'll complain about how their food is cold or the filet mignon didn't come out exactly the way they wanted it. And yet you got these kids outside that are starving, eating out of garbage dumps, looking at this spoiled kid, can't believe this kid's complaining about the temperature of his food.
I mean,
While they're out there eating scraps off the ground, and then those people outside eating scraps of the ground, they start to join forces and saying, we're going to bring this spoiled kid down.
right.
And what's going on to America, what Americans don't realize, around the world, you got countries like China, Russia, Iran, Turkey. You got nations all over this world that are looking at America saying, these people become weak. They have become a bunch of victims. They don't know what they have. They're not mentally strong enough. We can break them, we can divide them, and we'll ultimately conquer them. You're witnessing the collapse of this country, not because some country overpowered you, but because you broke down from within. And when you when you look at this, I'm telling you, I say this with love because I love this country. This is a beautiful place. I want my kids to grow up here, and anyone who's moved here from another country.
How long you been out here?
This is a great country, but the people in this land, bro, y'all do not appreciate what you have, and when you don't appreciate what you have, that's when you're gonna lose it.
How long you been in
You're gonna
America?
look back and you're gonna miss these days, man. And you're gonna be asking yourself, what were we complaining about?
How long you been in America?
We had it bad when we didn't.
So how long have you been in America? How long have you been in America? Do you have kids? Yeah. How long?
No, I've been in America since '89.
Okay.
And yeah, I got 2 kids and I got another one on the way.
Is that the year you was born?
Yeah, I was born in '86, so I came here when I was like 3. But
like 3.
I've spent a lot of time overseas since then. That
Yeah.
I've been in the military, all that. I spent a lot of time overseas.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely say your experience throughout your life would like you're granted that mindset or feeling about America. But the thing about it is with like how you could say like nobody in America knows how it is on the outside of the world, right? Outside of America. A lot of people don't know the true I guess the true darkness of what it is to be inside of America if you're a certain person. So like a lot of shit that you were saying I really liked and I fucked with, because like I said, I feel that way in certain ways, but at the same time, I can't sit back and not just place blame on, like you said, my ancestors had to, struggle. What we got is good. We got color TVs. You could, roll down your window without actually rolling it down. A bunch of stuff. But the reality of it is with certain people in this country, they still have that struggle lifestyle that you will see in another country, that you wouldn't expect to see in America. So there's people begging out of or pulling out of garbage cans to eat, and there's kids that do it too. That's something that's really real in America. I think that would probably go more to your point as far as the privilege that you would have, but the privilege only comes with the power that your country has, right? So that's why you say it's going to be a decline. So we have a certain amount of privilege because of the power and the quote unquote wealth. But I'll be real with you. A lot of people that were struggling, they didn't know the wealth that America had until they got a fucking stimulus check. So once they got the stimulus check, they so you got money, you could, so that's the reality. So it's just the knowledge that people are lacking out here that makes it just as bad. I mean, I don't want to say just as bad. That's the wrong way I don't want to compare the two, but it just shows that there are struggles outside of this country as well as within, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you can get a job. I mean,
yeah, you can. You can get a job if you're qualified. If you're qualified, you can get a job. If you
it's not hard to get a job in America. It's easy to get a job in America.
But enough to be able to survive, enough to pay your rent, pay your car, and not. Huh?
Yeah, you can. I mean, what about you? Like you're able to make enough money, right?
But I'm not speaking on me. That's why I said I was trolling you when you first called, because a lot of stuff that I talk about is not affecting me. I'm good. If I was sitting here struggling and down and out, you think I'd be on here talking shit? Nah, I'll be sitting there trying to figure out how.
You're literally proving my point. Aren't you an African American man?
I'm an African American man. Yes.
Right. So if you're able to do it, then what's stopping another?
But that's what I'm saying. Not everybody come from where I come from, big dog. I got family members that's right now in the like living in the hood, the trenches, and they gotta look over their shoulder to go check the mailbox. I'm comfortable, brother. I'm blessed.
Well, whose fault is that?
That's whose fault is it? It's nobody's fault, but the country you live in, right? So yeah, me and my cousin, we raised by the same two people, right? But depending on your influence in your mind, the knowledge that you get, we went two different routes. You got a street nigga solidified. I'm here. I'm a street. But nigga, you been in and out of jail. And then you got me. I ain't no street nigga. Hell no, I don't do. So that's the pendulum that I'm trying to show and expose, is how we could be two people from the same perspective of life and go through the same struggle. So where I know, bro, you going through this, you got this, but me, I got lucky. I moved out of the hood. I went to California and went to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't get lucky. You just used your brain.
No, I was 12 years old. I couldn't afford to go to California at 12. I couldn't afford to go there.
Well,
so I was lucky. I was blessed. I had somebody. Huh?
Was it one of your family members that did?
My pops. I had a father. Most people I know.
There you go. Your dad made a good decision.
But that's what I'm saying. How many people? Look. Let me just say this. How many black men you know, since you've been in America since '86, have been able and lucky enough to be raised by their father? How many?
I know a lot of dudes that was raised by their father.
A lot of dudes.
People I know that were black.
But you said most?
Yeah, most of them. But
So
that
then, where
goes
you
into my
come
point
from?
about
Like,
the
what was
decisions
your
you make. Like,
background?
think about this.
Because
No,
outside of the
think about
fact
what
that
you
I
just said
wasn't,
to me. You just said your dad.
outside of the fact that I wasn't born into the privilege, but I was actually born in the hood and was able to have a father that was like, yeah, I'm going out here. I'm not about to be like the rest of my homeboys, getting locked up, dying on drugs. I got my kids. I'm about to go out here and do this. I was lucky. You know what I'm saying? Some people,
No,
you
brother,
lose
it's
your
not about being lucky. It's because your father made good decisions.
Right, but
Like,
what I'm saying is, it's not.
It's
It's
luck thing
some
now.
people look.
Everything
If my
about life
dad
is about
look,
making good choices and bad choices.
look, if my pops was at a point where he couldn't provide or put food on the table, or didn't have a fucking mom that loved him enough to help him when he was struggling, you know what would happen? He would be out selling drugs. He would go sell drugs. He would go hustle. He would go.
Right, but your dad made a good decision instead, right?
He was
That's
lucky.
my point.
In America, a black
It's not
man
about
to
lucky.
be listen.
Your dad made a good decision.
Yeah,
give your dad some
yeah.
credit
He
here.
was lucky enough to be in a position to be able to have the fortitude or the support to make a decision. Most people don't. That's my point.
Yeah, but where did the support came from? You just said it came from his mom, right?
Right. How many people you know have
That's
a parent
my point.
that can
his
see
life
you
was
through
better
college? Look,
because his mom made good decisions.
what part of Minnesota
That's
you
my
live
point.
in?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. There ain't no such thing as luck in this. So your grandmother made good decisions, which positively impacted your father's life. Your father made good decisions, which positively impacted your life.
Look,
now you
look,
just said
look. Let me
yourself,
tell you.
Your
Let
father
me tell
could have
you.
made bad decisions. He
But
could
let
have
me
went
tell you
another
how it
route,
goes,
which would
though.
have negatively impacted your life.
But let me tell you how
Everything
it goes,
comes
though.
down to choices, brother.
Look. I know a bunch of people, like how you know a bunch of people that was raised with both parents or their dads in their lives. I know a bunch of people who didn't get a lot of that privilege. They pops was killed by the police.
And that's
Listen.
That's their dad's fault for not being there.
You can't say it was their dad's fault. Let me break it down, because what you talking about
I'm
as far as
say that. I'm a father myself. I would
me
die
too.
before
But
I would
listen. As far as what we talking about, let's take it outside your decision choices and decision making you can make. Right? Let's take outside of that. So outside of that, big dog, it's a black man that could walk outside to go to a grocery store, right? Or own his own business. Go to my YouTube channel. I just dropped a video about an African man who owned a store in America who got harassed by the police. But was that him being making right decisions? Like, oh, you made a right decision? No, that's not about that. In America, there's this thing called racism. And the thing is what you see when
what?
So what until you affected by it?
I'm gonna make it happen no matter
it's
what.
Gonna be, hey, look, it's gonna be so what until you driving down the street minding your good God-given freedom, and somebody just pull you over because you didn't look like you should have been in the car you been in. Have you ever got pulled over for that? Because you look like you shouldn't be in the car?
A ton of times in my life. Yeah, I've dealt with police a ton, man.
Right. So the thing is sometimes you didn't make the right decision because you didn't have one.
There's a group of white people that are keeping you from being able to be successful.
Ain't nobody keeping me from doing nothing.
There you go. That's my point.
I told you from jump. I'm not like everybody else, my brother.
Tell me that a group of people are stopping me from achieving my goals, man. That's ridiculous.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you, unlike me and you, who have the mental fortitude to be able to, this is not going to affect me. I'm doing this regardless of who try to stop me. Everybody's not giving that, bro. Everybody's not giving that. Everybody's not lucky.
What you mean everybody? Unless everyone's given a brain, you just got to use your brain. That's what we're talking about.
Hey, see,
listen, brother. Listen,
you fucking troll.
When it comes to
I
being
like
a man,
you. Hey, man, you
it's
fucking
not about
dope,
being a
bro.
troll. It's about defining what it means to be a man and be a human
being.
Life is a struggle of survival.
Break it down.
It's just a struggle of survival. Either you you grit and find a way to find solutions to your problems, or you die. That's what it means to be alive.
Right.
That's what you see in nature.
Right.
So at
Man.
some point, you got to use whatever capabilities you got to make sure you're going to take care of you and yours. I don't care what it takes. You got to figure out something. Now, if you're telling me, oh, you got a brother who went to jail, or maybe he grew up in a broken home, I understand.
Yeah.
But at some point, you got to acknowledge the fact that in that whole scenario that you're going to paint, at some point somebody was making a bad decision that negatively impacted their life and the life of people around them.
But some people don't get the choice.
What separates me and you is you don't want that personal responsibility to be there. You're trying to talk about luck and circumstances. I'm saying everybody in life is dealt a bad hand except a small number of people. At the end of the day,
Are you that person?
You're dealt and make something positive. Otherwise, how can you call yourself a man?
Yeah, I feel everything you saying. I think we kind of like going at it, but going at the same direction. So I feel what you're saying.
No, we're not going the same direction, brother.
We are because
you literally try to take credit away from your own father.
I took credit away from my own father. I just gave him the biggest credit. Like I wouldn't. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me mute you real quick. How did I take away from my own father when I literally said if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at, right? I wouldn't have been able to get out of the hood to come to the suburbs. Where did I discredit my father, sir? So that's another thing where a lot of people that's not from out here gets twisted. It's like I say one thing, but you heard your response. You didn't hear what I said. You heard what you wanted to say already. I never discredited my father. If anything, I tried to give you the one up by speaking on, look, when it comes down to it, it is luck. Because if I walk out my house right now, living in the suburbs, and the police choose to think that I'm a person that shouldn't be there, they can kill me. Did I have a choice? So that might be the difference in being, born out here and not. That's what I would say. It's not necessarily discrediting anybody. If anything, I'm giving everybody the credit they deserve. And I just speak on me. Because no matter if you evil or good, whether you do anything in this life, it won't affect me unless you try to test me and my family. And if you do that, then you gonna see me having to make a decision, right? Because you got kids, right? So it's people that had to make that choice to make sure their kids was eating tomorrow. That's my point that I'm trying to make to you, sir.
That's the point I've been trying to make this whole time, which is that when you said the word luck, I paid attention to everything.
See that, and that's what I'm saying. You hung up on the word, bro. You hung up on the word. All right, let's take the word luck out of there. Let's take the word luck out of there. Let's take the word luck out of there because I don't see why that's such a big deal.
What you told me about your dad. I paid attention to everything you said about your dad and about your grandmother.
Right.
Now, I understood from the story you told me that your life circumstances benefited directly from the good decisions of your father and of your grandmother.
Like most people.
You interjected this idea, this concept that your dad was lucky. And I said
I didn't say my dad was lucky. I said I was lucky.
Good decision.
I said I was lucky.
You're not lucky either. How are you lucky?
Okay, so I'm not lucky. I'm blessed, but I'm not religious. So I'm not about to just say, thank you, Jesus Christ, because I'm here. No, I'm not religious, bro. So I'm going to put a word out there.
That you live in America in 2021. You could have been living in America in 1855. You could have been living in Sudan. You could have been living in Afghanistan. But by the grace of God, you got to be an American citizen in 2021. That's a blessing beyond anything else. I mean, what?
I don't know. Because, see, like I said, you have a different perspective, bro. You weren't born here. You came here at 3 years old. Listen. You do realize you could have been born in Afghanistan, you came here at 3 years old. I guarantee you were not raised like a normal African-American kid, bro. You weren't. Your family came from where y'all were from. Most African Americans don't have that. we're not allotted that, family. Now, what I can say is, I want you to keep talking because we could learn from somebody who knows something different other than what the I guess the government would want you to know, right? Like, so I could appreciate what you're saying because a lot of people not gonna see that aspect. A lot of people would have been mad and hold on, whoa, you're crazy. I respect what you're saying because if anything, that shit's gonna help the homeboys that see me doing what I'm doing, but still thinking like I need to go to the block tomorrow. I need to go get on the no. It's all about choices. So I fuck with you. I don't want you to feel like I'm against you and what you're saying, bro. I really fuck with what you're saying, bro. But we got like 10 minutes left on the call before my phone service cut off. But keep talking, bro, and give them that word. Go ahead, speak on it.
No, let's just make it easy, make it simple and clear. Any person that got a victim mentality, you got to ask yourself a simple question: how bad do you really got it? And if you're honest with yourself, you'd realize you don't really got it that bad, because you could have been living on the other side of the world. You could have been living during your great grandfather's time or your grandfather's time when things were 10 billion times harder than it is now. Okay,
that's a fact.
You living in a time where people before you fought to give you rights and privileges that they didn't have. People shed blood, sweat, and tears to accomplish that.
And you're right.
So now
that's
you get the benefit from other people's suffering. The least you could do, number one, is stop acting like it's somebody else's fault in your life. The first step to being a man is taking personal responsibility for yourself, because eventually you're going to have to be responsible for your children and your family. And they're going to be dependent on you.
And the only person that they can look at is you. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
what the biggest problem I see in the black community is the reason that there's so many absent fathers is because there's a whole bunch of men who haven't even accomplished step one, which is take personal responsibility for their life. They're steady trying to blame everybody else but themselves.
Right.
Because any real man knows 90% of your life comes down to yourself. What you do, the choices you make, how hard you work, how disciplined you are.
Right.
Because the path to success requires hard work, discipline, period. There ain't no other shortcuts unless you were born into money. So anyone out here who's telling men anything other than you got to be disciplined, you got to work hard, you got to be responsible so that your children can rely on you, so that your kids know no matter what goes down, Daddy's going to make sure we're going to eat. Daddy's gonna make sure we got clothes on our body.
And that
Daddy's
comes
gonna make
with
sure we got a roof over our head.
That comes with being.
That's what's going. That's why all these dudes ain't taking care of their kids because
they never seen an example.
They care more about
they never seen an example of it
than whether their children eat.
But they never seen an example of it. They never seen they dad didn't take care of them.
It comes down to what you got in your heart. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. I can look.
You got children?
I have children. Yes, I do. I'm a married man. I'm married with children. I'm like
I understand that, but I'm asking you: the first time you looked into your child's eyes, what did you feel in your heart?
What did I feel?
You felt love, right?
Nah, I felt like it was more than love, because it was more like I started looking at the doctors different. Like, hold on, don't be just grabbing my baby like this, you know. So yeah, it's a certain protective thing that you want to. You're right, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you. You're right, because that's exactly the way you supposed to be as a man. You shouldn't want, especially if you got daughters or sons, especially nowadays for the sons. So the sons is up there with the daughters, but you never want your daughter to have to ask or depend on anybody. But the only way that I could assure for myself that my daughter would not have to depend on a man is by teaching her and showing her exactly what a man is supposed to be. So she won't be falling for these fucking people doing gold digger pranks, because nigga, whether I'm in a 2-seater Honda, I'm not gonna fall for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
On that part, but I'm talking about from your perspective as a man here. I'm saying,
I just told
when you saw your child the first time, you knew from that point on you were going to do whatever it takes to take care of them, including
Facts.
you would take a bullet for your kids, right?
Take a bullet, nigga. I give a couple. I'll give some bullets for my children, not just
Exactly
taking them.
my point.
Like that's my mindset.
Now you got to ask yourself. What kind of man would look at his child and not be willing to take care of him?
A man who had a man look at him and didn't take care of him. I know too many of these niggas.
Know that's some BS.
No,
that's
it is.
Some BS right there.
It
You're giving an
is.
excuse to people who lack.
I'm not making no excuse for nobody. I'm not. I don't give. Hey, look. Let me tell you what politicking podcast is, my brother. I don't care about what not one person has to go through if it's not affecting what I got to go through, right? I got empathy. I could feel you. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to take food out mine to put it in yours. You feel me? So it's not about me making it. Listen, I'm not making excuses. Listen, bro, we got 6 minutes. I'm not making excuses, but what I am doing is just giving you another perspective as far as a place that you never came from, right? You didn't come from the hood of America in the slums. Minneapolis, y'all got a place called Minnetonka or some shit like that. That's a beautiful place. The Mall of America. It's a beautiful place.
I know what it means. I know what it's like to grow up poor. One of my best friends growing up.
Man, you said you're from Africa, bro. You was not.
Yeah, but I grew up here in America.
But you didn't grow up in America poor.
I know what's going on here. Yeah, of course I grew up here. But the point I'm trying to make is
you didn't grow up
at
poor.
At the end of the day, I did grow up poor. I just told you that.
You grew up in America poor?
My mom and dad. Yeah, of course.
The fact. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how you didn't grow up poor. You might have grew up. You might have grew up a little less privileged, but you didn't grow up poor because you know how much it costs to be able to move from one country to another. So you didn't grow up poor. I know niggas that couldn't get to one. Listen, I know cousins that couldn't get to one county.
When we got here, we had nothing.
Let alone a whole country,
you understand that, right?
Huh?
Dude, listen to me. When my family came here, they had nothing. My dad started out
How'd y'all
as
get
a
here,
driver.
though?
My mom eventually got a job as a janitor and eventually a nursing aide. I've seen my parents work 2-3 jobs, bust their ass for 10, 15 years until they could save up enough money to be able to move into a better neighborhood. Right. I witnessed it with my own eyes.
The American dream.
So my parents, they weren't given nothing. They didn't start nothing. But the point I'm trying to make is I've seen everything in this country, okay? Right. I've traveled all the 48 main land states. I haven't been to Alaska or Hawaii, but I've been all around this place. I've seen every major city.
Right. All niggas is the same, huh?
The reason that the black community, specifically black men who don't take care of their kids, are like that is because everybody in this country lines up to give black people excuses for personal failure. I'm telling you, brother, I met so many black men that will blame the government, they'll blame white people, they'll blame systematic racism, they'll blame anything except themselves as to why they're not handling their business.
Right. That's what I said. But that's what I was saying earlier.
Because of systematic racism. That's crazy.
Yeah, but at the same time,
think that way.
No. Look, if anybody, as a human, if you make any excuses for why you not doing what you have the God-given ability to do, you're crazy. So if you talking about you're not going to a job interview because you don't want to walk or I don't have a car or a ride, you're crazy. So I feel you. It's no excuses for why you not where you supposed to be. But what I'm saying is like how they say.
That's why the black community's the way it is, brother.
But let's just talk about it.
They got a list of excuses.
But that's what I'm saying. Some people, look, you're gonna have to call in at least once a week so you could give the knowledge you have. Because I like what you're saying because it is something that as an African American, we do need to do more of, which is fuck the clubhouse shit, fuck all the other stuff where, we gonna talk about how we can keep the rich in our, you got a few rappers that's rich, so that's where we gonna keep it at. And what we need to do is change people's mindsets and outlooks on how they view the world. I know so many people who haven't been outside of their 20-mile radius city their whole life. So in 25 to 30 years, you've only seen this one place. So you get to thinking that this popularity contest with this person that you knew since preschool is bigger than, nigga, leave the city. Go here and go leave the nest, like on Baby Boy, leave the nest. And so what I feel like is all off experience.
But they're all sleeping with the same girls over and over again.
And that's another thing. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
This is if anything, I'm gonna say this shit and people gonna be mad. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. But I'ma blame I don't want to say hip hop, but I will say the fact that
forget hip hop. Call what it is, brother. There's a bunch of lazy dudes out here. Let's be real.
No,
come on,
no,
you know
it is. It is. You just said it. You just said it. You just said it. America. You said it, bro.
You know what it comes down to.
But you said it. You said America looks weak. Right? And as any other country outside of America, it looks weak, right? Because all you see is overweight people that's complaining about what they can't do, what they can't. I ain't got this, but you got enough to just eat and play video games, right?
In the most
opportunistic
country on the planet,
right?
You know what
so
I mean?
The thing
you realize America is the easiest country on the earth to make money in.
Right. Would you say? All right. Let me say this because I just thought about this. Would you say? And we got literally 2 minutes. Hey. Email me politicandpodcast@gmail.com so we can chop it up more. What's your name, bro? I didn't get your name.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike. All right, Mike. I appreciate you calling in. We got 1 minute. Shit, I'm gonna just end the show on that note. But make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Politic and Network, Politic and Podcast on Facebook. Politic and Podcast Official on Instagram. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, bro. I don't want it to hang up on you because I don't want it to seem like it was some hater shit. So I do definitely want to give you enough time to plug your social medias, plug everything you got going, and we gonna be live in a couple days. I got more videos I'm about to drop though in the next couple days, but we're going to be back doing a live show in probably 2-3 days. Probably Friday, you know. But go ahead, plug your social medias. You got a rap group that you like, whatever.
90 seconds.
I got nothing to plug. I just want to thank you for allowing, you and I to exchange ideas. Obviously, you share with some things.
That's all it's about. You taught me a lot. You taught me a lot, and I hope my perspective was the same type of vibe. I hope we was able to feed off each other with the mindset, the mentality, and everything. I appreciate you for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off the line, big dog. Yes, follow us on social media so you can know it's about to cut me off. She keep telling me 60 seconds and stuff like that. But we appreciate Mike. Yeah, I feel what dude was saying for real, because behind closed doors, I feel that way. I feel like niggas, but at the same time, that's why I say you can't just say niggas are black people or what. That's why I like this, so I appreciate him saying that because, that's how I be kind of going in on the show. You feel me? Like, you can't just say niggas and then see some white shit where they doing nigga shit and it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Damn, did I just mute myself? Wait a minute. Okay.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Peace. But yeah, I appreciate him saying what he was saying because, that's exactly what it really is like, we can't continue, like, we done had all these marches, all this, and like, we can't continue to allow ourselves to I can't do this because I'm black or I'm this or, nigga, I got dreadlocks, bruh. You know how many times motherfuckers was like, man, you had to cut your dreads to try to get this job. Nigga, what? I be damn. I'm not cutting shit. But guess what? I still get the job because it's not so much about what I look like as opposed to what I can contribute, what I can do, what I'm willing to make sure I do to provide for mine, you know? So certain stipulations and things like that, I'm not about to allow that to stop me, you know? Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Jay Anthony, a.k.a. J Bars. We about to drop another banger. Shout out to my boy Gully Lamont on Instagram, hitting y'all with all the stock markets and the knowledge on the money. Hey, today I would say we had a real live, informational, educational, politicking podcast. A beautiful show, comments, everything. I appreciate everybody. Let's play this last song. Let's play this last song without the static. You feel me? Hold on. Wait a minute, bro. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, this Jay Anthony. Slide. Hey, my boy Jay Anthony. This shit bang. Hey, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love. You are greatly appreciated. Thanks for all the callers tonight. It's been real informational, educational. I learned something, you know, like not really, but you know, it's good to